This is day 7 of our European tour, October 2009. We visited Toledo, that's just south, about an hour from Madrid. And you can see it on the map here. And of course we took from Madrid down to Toledo and then up through Zocodover and into Barcelona. We stayed at the Madrid Novotel and then got the bus down to Toledo. Toledo is an old and ancient and unique city in Spain and was the former capital before Madrid. This is a view of the river Tagus, and you can see the bridge Alcantara, which was a 13th century Moorish bridge and was destroyed a number of times over the years by the Portuguese, the Spanish, the English, and rebuilt in the 1860s. The bus took us up to Mirador for some panoramic views of the valley, and we also got to view the Castle San Fernando. It began its life as a monastery and it was conquered so many times that it changed hands, and the Knights Templar were there until they were dissolved. Alcazar was built on the highest point of Toledo, and after being damaged in the Spanish Civil War from 1939 to 57, it was rebuilt. Down on the riverbank were these structures, Banos. Basically it's a Muslim bathing area. You can also walk a subterranean route which covers some underground caves, Roman and Arabic and Jewish baths and cemeteries. It's basically a small underground city. And of course we've got the standard selfie taken by somebody else, and then we went back into the city.
Are you going to come back and meet with your girlfriend?
In the 12th century the Catholics built this cathedral and built it in the Gothic style. It's one of 3 major cathedrals in Spain. It was absolutely beautiful inside, and as you can see it had pretty much the standard circular window, but this wall was gorgeous. Then we continued our walk around the old city of Toledo, and we come across this particular building, and I've forgotten what it was called. And here's a photograph of the city gates. And then we went to the standard shopping tour and looked at all the antique and collectible shops.
Beautiful art, very unique Toledo. It's very pretty.
Then we had a look at some jewellery shops, and while we were there we bought some gold jewellery similar to this, necklace, pendant, earrings for my wife, and they had some people working on different jewellery as a display, and there were, of course, everybody leaned over their shoulder and annoyed the bag out of them. Then we had a bit of a look in the medieval armour shops that were scattered all over the town. But just to mention, these were the average euro prices in 2009, so you can imagine what they're worth now. One of these suits of armour was over 25,000 euro. Just a side note that Hollywood over the last 100 years have sourced most of their suits of armour for their medieval films from Toledo and other places similar, but mostly from Toledo. These Knights Templar swords were my favourite, and I had a real good look at them. What amazed me was while I was there, nobody picked up a sword and had a play with it. You can just imagine a well-to-do person using this telephone. Then there was a whole wall of these golden religious objects. Then we went for a bit of a walk through the old Toledo town, and I'll let you just go through these images and I'll shut my big mouth. And this was called the Devil's Alley. While we were on the bus and doing a trip up to the panoramic view, we had a look at the old city wall. And here's some images I'll let you go through and watch. Then we headed back through from Toledo to Madrid on our way to Zaragoza and Barcelona for the next day. We stayed at the Novotel in Madrid. The video was produced by myself, and it's the end of another exciting video of our European tour, October 2009, Day 7, Toledo.